Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Invasion stream, week 1, day 1. And for whatever reason, my settings just got completely messed up when I ended up updating this encoding program, so hopefully it won't really be messing anything up. I think I changed all the settings back to normal, though I'm not 100% certain. But anyways, today, of course, is the start of the Wildfolk invasion, so we're going to be primarily focusing on that, as we have quite a few battles that we still need to do. Did do some just to test around with stuff this morning, but of course we still have a decent amount more to go do, and it's one of our main target goals today. Also, let's see, is everything working well with the stream? It should be. And anyways, let's keep going. So, we do have a pet right now. I believe we do not need more copies of it, so I'm probably just going to ignore it to go start with our invasions then. So as far as our team, I am actually probably going to be switching to the stronger one in a moment, the one that ended up focusing around Mang. But for now, we'll go and... oh wait, never mind. I did end up putting a stronger one here. I don't know, I guess we'll just go with this. I was going to use the slightly cheaper one, but this is probably going to be perfectly fine. So we'll just go roll with this and should be good to go. So let me go and, let's see, let me just refresh this. There we go. Okay. So, first order of business, let's go and kill out the most dangerous tower with this one-shot. Though we don't currently have anything that we need to one-shot, as far as over here. None of them are too intimidating. I guess we go for that. It's mainly the level range that we're at, which is making them not intimidating. Once we get a little bit deeper, that will definitely change. Also, once we get to 4 towers, that ironically actually gets quicker, since we'll be able to get more damage off of our first slot. Speaking of first slots, of course, it gains like so little attack from the steel that it ends up doing. It does like, what, a 4 steel on its attack thing? And yeah, it is such a small amount. Yet you could just give it a bunch of attack with Wild Queen and be good to go. Wild Queen giving like a 40 attack here onto this thing, and this thing only naturally gets a 4 attack gain. So this is going to be substantially higher. That's basically 40. What's that? 40 times 5. That's basically 200. It's 195 additional damage for towers. So it's going to be one-shotting all day this week. So, or all week this week, I should say. But yeah, it's going to be ridiculously broken. I should be one of the easier weeks actually, assuming you have Wild Queen. Otherwise, it's slightly more annoying as there aren't too many other options within the kingdom. But if you have Wild Queen, it's going to be just like one-shot into one-shot. Should be pretty funny. Oh yeah, I should also replace that with Earth's Fury. I just showed it with Mang for the video because I know some people might not end up having an Earth's Fury. But they should probably be using Earth's Fury because it actually is stronger specifically with a Earth's Fury. Let me go replace that out. Edit weapon over there. Get an Earth. And there we go. Okay. Should be good to go. Don't think we need to change anything else. Banner. No, double red's fine. Just so we can get Earth's Fury going. Doesn't even feel like we really need it. I should almost just go into all in on green or something. I feel like that might actually be a little bit better. I did that just so we could get a Mang or Earth's Fury. But, I don't know. It seems to be getting its mana pretty well without really needing it. So I might just ditch it and go for the other damage output. Okay, we'll go and take the other skull. Every skull will just one-shot. Other than against that really armored tower, but we don't have a way to give her enrage at the moment. So really, anyway, yeah, there wouldn't be any way to give it enrage. Though we could enrage our hero. I believe this gains enrage on cast. However, its damage output's going to be substantially lower than our first slot, given that our first slot's getting a 5 times multiplier on that. But yeah, hello everyone! Hello William! Hello Birdleaf! Hello Isabel! Hello Steve! Hello Hicks! And hello William! Welcome everyone. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with this encoding program. It ended up getting an update that kind of completely changed everything, which is really, really strange. Like, it was working fine prior to the update, and then it got an update, and now it's like not wanting to work. Which is really, really weird. But, yeah, I need to go double check my settings because a lot of stuff that was working previously is no longer working with the stream. A bunch of stuff behind the scene, that is. Obviously on screen, it should look pretty much normal. But as far as what I'm looking at, it's way different than normal. As long as it's streaming correctly right now, that should be fine. I'll need to look into that. It literally updated right before I started to stream, which was really annoying. And the update ruined everything. I'll take that down. Get a Earth's Fury. Actually, go for this. And take the green over. Grab our yellow. What else? What else? Get herself a poke. I don't see any skulls that will end up reaching for. So let's kill that out. And then we just take the Sky Skull and he dies. Do you still have space in your guild? Yes, I do. I believe so. Let me go double check real quick before you leave your guild. Yes, we do. So if you leave your invite code, Hixie, we do have 1 spot left. And welcome to the guild. Go add you as soon as we finish out this other battle. Since there's probably a slight stream delay. But yeah, just put in your invite code and we'll go get you right in. Also, did the notification for the second stream end up coming up, by the way? Because the first one, I realized the settings were... When I started the stream, but then I realized the settings weren't correct when I ended up doing it. So I, like, double started the stream. Oh, what do we take here? We'll take that for now. Grab ourselves another 1-shot. Then we just Wild Queen, and that alone should wipe it out. So as long as we get alignment on it, which hopefully we will here. Yeah, let's go throw it down. Get that down. Get a hit there. Get the other hit. Dead. Nice. Let me go invite you. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to manually type it in. It's always annoying. I forgot I can't copy paste it from over there. Actually, yes, I normally could. However, the chat that's supposed to show up on screen is not showing up on screen. The ones you guys see, yes, but the one that I'm normally looking at, it doesn't. So now I'm going to have to manually type that out. What a fail. Because the thing's not working correctly. But we'll go and type it out. Let's see. Guild admin. Go to recruit. Invite. Okay, let's type this out one by one. Let's see. Did I do that right? No, this is either. Let's see. That should be it. Does not exist. What is incorrect with this code? Also, are you on PC mobile version? I don't see anything wrong with it. Let me double check. MBEEZKNEEZ underscore. Oh, is that an O or 0? Might be an O. Okay, it's an O. Got it. There we go. Welcome to the guild. There we go. Okay. Anyways, back to invasions. And welcome to the guild. Actually, we don't have that many invasions battles left. I forgot how much only buying up to tier 4 ends up doing. Okay. Oh, what do we take here? Let's go through that there. Grab ourselves the brown down. I should probably take that directly. And then we take it out. And now we can just focus on the towers and one-shotting them all with this attack. Ooh, that missed hard. Luckily, he has almost no attack value after doing that. Okay, take skull, 1-shot, skull, 1-shot, skull, 1-shot, and that's all we'll need. And another one goes down, and he gets a double skull. Gotta be really careful which one I actually target the attack reduction on. I'm actually using magic right now, too. The magic is mostly to... Actually, you know what? Let me change one other thing. Let me go to attack there. Better life. Oh no, which one would we really need? I guess we'll go for the life, actually. Yeah, we'll go 8 life and 8 magic. Nice little balanced build right there. Even out our stats a bit. But that'll help us not die a bit better, and that will also help us still get our magic. The main reason I'm running magic and not skull damage is mostly because Wild Queen will be getting that as skull damage, since 1 cast will bring it up to as if we had the skulls, and then if we do more than 1 cast, we basically just increased our overall value from it. But for now, we'll go throw that down. Earth's Fury gives us the buff we need, and now let's just start one-shotting everything. So we'll go throw the skull over there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for this. Do that. Bring him all the way down to 0. And he's dead off of pretty much anything. Actually, I'll have to use the ability. There we go. Yeah, we should definitely go for that HP. It feels like we're going to die like any second on her. She has no score reduction at all. I don't even think I bought up to the point where we have 25% score reduction. I forget what tier you actually get that on. It's either 4 or 5. I bought up to 4. I forget which one it actually lands on. So we have enough to one-shot. He doesn't have any of those other towers, so I'm just going to take a bunch of damage there. Just throw it down immediately for a skull. Get a poke, and every skull kills, of course. What else, what else? Grab herself a poke with that. Get her full kill, and he just dies at the bottom. Okay, send 2 notifications. That's weird. So that means there's probably like a few second video out there that's just like lingering. It's like a few seconds of nothing. I think people will get the message that we're obviously doing a different thing. Or, you know, that we're still streaming. Let's see. We'll grab that for now. Yeah, I'll need to play with it later and see later tonight and just try fixing everything. I'm not sure if some parts of it will be fixed because I believe the settings are still on. It's just not doing it properly for whatever reason since the updates. And I have no clue why. That's not going to be enough damage to kill, so we might as well just go for mana, get our skull. Oh, I forgot you're blocked. What's everything you're blocked on? You're blocked on a lot of stuff. Purple's the only thing you're not blocked on. Unless we already have the mana somewhere else. Like that. There you go. And just go poke it for the kill. And we'll start our turn. But yeah, it's Thanksgiving week. We will still be on normal schedule, though. Tomorrow we'll be doing some Pokemon at noon. Tomorrow night and the other nights, and pretty much all the nights, will still be on at 8 p.m., even on Thanksgiving. If any of you happen to already be done with your Thanksgiving stuff, because I'm doing all mine earlier in the day as far as Thanksgiving. Normally I do it around noon or so, around that general time. But I'll be doing all that then, and yeah, we'll still have the stream at night. So no real schedule change. What do we grab here? We'll take this for now. Grab ourselves a... Oh, I don't even know what I want next. I guess we just go for the poke on the high score reduction on first slot. He's going to get a score regardless, so we'll go get that out the way. Oh, problem with that. I didn't see that the other guy was also one. That's a slight fail. Now I have to deal with 2, and that's obviously not going to one-shot. Which is one of the reasons I was trying to get that down in the first place. Okay, I could just double poke him, which I guess at this point is probably the way to go, because we'll be up to one-shot range anyways for the other 2. Even though we don't get any Earth's Fury value out of that, obviously. However, now we can just 1 skull to 1 skull, and then we won. There's 1, and where's the second one? Oh, we could also just cast on it. I wish we use slightly different mana. The fact that he uses green is actually blocking us quite a bit. Speaking of that, I should get rid of double red. Double red's starting to feel a little bit weird with this team. I think we should go double green, or something similar, because we are being blocked so hard on that green. Yeah, we'll go with that. We could even go minus yellow. What's a good minus yellow banner that has green in it? Banners, minus yellow. What do we have underneath this category? There is nothing good, unless we want a bunch of blue, but that's not really going to help us much. Yeah, there's none with a lot of green. Okay, so we'll stick with a double green then. This should be fine. Yeah, next time we do Pokemon tomorrow, we're fully in endgame. We'll be doing ranked PvP. We'll be doing hunting for new troops if we feel like we need some new things for our team. And other than that, we'll be probably trying to finish out Pokédex. The biggest issue now, though, is a good majority of what I'm missing I can't do unless I had someone who has a sword version. So, yeah, hopefully we could find someone tomorrow on stream who will be able to assist us some. Because pretty much anything, good majority of what I'm missing now is just from the sword version, and I didn't bother buying both. And even if you did buy both, there isn't currently a good way to trade from one of your own accounts to another one of your own accounts. You kind of have to communicate with like a in-between person regardless of which way you do it. At least currently. There will probably be features in the future that will be able to do it, but I don't believe there are any now. Unless you use a mediary of some kind of middleman. Oh, let's see. We'll go throw that down for now. You just crafted Yasmin's Pride. Oh yeah, don't forget. I mentioned that on the video this morning, but I don't believe I mentioned it a single time this stream. Go and craft Yasmin's Pride. You should not leave this week without Yasmin's Pride. It is such an insanely good weapon, and you won't be able to get it again for several months, like 6-7 months from now. So it's going to be a while, so definitely go and get it now, as it is an insanely good weapon. It's a basically Mang, but HP for your entire team. Oh, actually, it's basically like Earth's Fury. Except instead of boosting your entire team's attack, it boosts your entire team's HP. And that is obviously really, really good at not dying. It's great for higher level content for upscaling, since it also scales based on the armor that you tier. And of course, the higher the level of the content, the more armor they're going to have naturally. And not just that, but it also gets to boost ratio things that have an HP boost ratio. So things like Ketris or anything else that has like a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, or any kind of other similar boost ratio for HP we'll be able to substantially increase their damage by going for that as an option. What other troops really benefit from it? Basically any with an HP boost ratio. So these includes Bull Taurus, Ketris, Sunbird, though not as advised for Sunbird because it loses it after its first cast. Any of the other Tauruses that aren't Ketris, so there's a bunch of different things from that kingdom that have a similar mechanic. While they're not as good as Ketris, they still serve the same purpose. And that's a good majority of them. But yeah, it's basically all the Tauruses that are from the Wild Plains Kingdom. So any of those like 3 or 4 troops that are there. Sunbird, and Bull Taurus. Bull Taurus is probably one of the more noteworthy ones as well that isn't Ketris, because he has a 1-to-1 boost ratio. He's basically like a Rowan, but for HP, but he has 1-to-1 instead of 2-to-1. So still gains a really substantial amount of benefit. But yeah, Ketris does gain the overall biggest amount of benefit from it. But even things like this, like the troop that was available last week, has a 3-to-1 based on HP. So you can still boost it up and give it a bunch of additional damage. But yeah, Ketris does use it to both. Ketris and Yagwe are the 2 biggest users of additional HP as far as that is concerned. But there's other options out there. They're just not as good as Yagwe or Ketris. Also, there's still this weird glitch where these things are showing up like this. I'm not sure why on earth that is. But yeah, Guild Task type statue 6. And I believe whatever number it is whatever was the last one you ended up doing. And yeah, it's been doing that all day. I'm surprised that hasn't been fixed yet. I kind of assumed when I saw it this morning that by the time we streamed tonight, it would already been fixed, but apparently not. Anyways, let's see what we get from this one orb. Only an orange. That one orb was, of course, from doing invasions that we just did. Doing that out ended up giving us the orb right there. But, yep, we'll keep poking at it throughout the week. Go and claim all of our other rewards and go from there. Let's see, we got our vault key. We're getting so close to 100 plus vault keys. So close. Okay, let's go see what we have in here. Anything? Another orange. Stop giving us oranges. Too bad they're not actual oranges. An actual orange would be more useful than that orange orb. But oh well. Anyways, let's go clear out some of our other dailies real quick. This is actually pure Rowan team since they're such a low rarity today. Such horrible options, but oh well. Free Diabolus EXP. Also, don't forget, this Friday we get a new hero class, and with that new hero class, we'll be able to go and have another thing to go farm. Let's see, is Diabolus to level 70 yet? I should probably try getting Diabolus to level 70 before this Friday, so we can then focus on the new hero class. However, I will have way more time to go and farm this hero class this time, because the other hero class ended up coming out when I was away for the time. So this time, obviously, we will not be away, so we will be able to get a little bit more grind on it than we have in the past. However, I am not spending any gems on this hero class. If we want to see how it functions, all we have to do is use Warrior, and it's the exact same thing. And I did not say Warlord this time. I keep calling it Warlord, but it's called Warrior. But yeah, it's basically just like a Warrior hero class. If you already have Warrior hero class upgraded, there's really no point in upgrading this other hero class unless you want it just for kingdom upgrades, which you probably wouldn't even need for a while because Drakzoom is a lower starred kingdom. I believe it's not even at 10 stars yet. Actually, I think it's going to be the first kingdom ever where it gets a hero class, but that hero class doesn't actually allow it to go to 10 stars. I think that's the first time ever that that's going to happen, because Drakzoom is currently... Let's see, how many troops are in Drakzoom? Power, that's not what I want. Although we might be upgrading soon. Let's see, how many troops are in Drakzoom? 8, 16, 17. Don't you need 20? Yeah, this thing is not even going to reach... it's not even going to reach 10 stars. It's just going to reach 9 stars. Pretty sure that's the first time in this game's history where getting a hero class for a kingdom this late into the game has caused it to not gain a star. Yeah, I said Warlord was the right one. Wait, Warrior? Never mind. Wait, hold up. Now I'm even more confused. I think you guys know which class I'm talking about, because everyone keeps correcting me to the right one anyways. Did I just do it wrong again? Hold up. What is this class called? It's called... it's called Warlord. Okay. Warlord. Got it. Oh, I know the way I was doing it wrong. Yeah, Warrior is incorrect too. I was saying it was, Wait, what was I saying it was then? I've been saying Warlord, and people were saying that was wrong. What was I saying previously then? Okay, now I'm even more confused. I was saying Warlord earlier, and people were saying that was wrong. Anyways. What do we grab here? Let's get an explosion. Grab our split damage on everything. Did I keep saying warrior? I guess that makes sense because that's what it's called in Puzzle Quest. I know, I say satire hunter instead of satyr. Is it satyr? Satire? I say satire. It's like satyr hunter. I'm not sure how you say that word properly. Yeah, whenever I say it, it sounds like satire. Which is a completely different word. But that's just kind of how I pronounce it. I pronounce the Y very weirdly in that word. Also, hello, Zakid. Hello, Matt. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Cookie. There's a free game called Legend of Keepers. There's free on Steam. If you like Darkest Dungeon, you will like it. Might need to look into it. The Darkest Dungeon 2 is coming out soon, TM. Though I don't think an official date has been given out yet, though. Also, hello, Cookie. Oh, yeah, I already said hi to you again. I didn't see your actual initial hello, which is why I was saying hello to. Hello, Red Devil. Hello, Chad. Satyr and satyr. Is satyr the way you say it? Satyr. Okay, we'll throw that down. And it is one-shot Rowan. Keep getting our free XPs. Slowly chip that up to 70. So it's those ways to go. We just hit 58. Well, it's making progress at least, if nothing else, which is good. Okay, go and get all that out. Grab our split again, and it's down. It's really bothering me that these stream settings are incorrect now. I'm pretty sure on your guys' end it's making like no difference, but it looks like so weird on my end. It's not that big a deal though. I could deal with it for another hour. Let's just go clear out dungeons and then back to the grind. Of course, we are still trying to finish out, what's it called? The third Nisha. Still got a little ways to go as far as completing the third Nisha. But that is a goal of ideally this week, is to finally have that finished. Though, of course, depending on luck or lack thereof, it might not happen this weekend. Especially since we'll be busy on Thursday. And this weekend I will be doing a lot of shopping for various holiday stuff. As well as a few things that I need for the channel. But yeah, we'll be getting a stream deck. Hopefully some better lighting over there. I just need to figure out something that would work. Because currently the issue is if I like block over here, we could like block out all the light from myself. Because I have it on the sides, but I don't have like a behind the camera or around the camera option. I kind of want to get something for that. Still not sure if I'm getting another webcam. It really depends how cheap a 1080 or a good 1080p 30 webcam can go on for sale. Because the one I'm using right now, it works. It definitely works and functions, but it's not the greatest of webcams. It's kind of like the starter webcam that you normally get when doing a channel. It's like just a standard like cheap Logitech one. It does the job. It's just not the greatest of options, especially if we were to do more than just a face cam. Let's see. Also, I should probably still find some kind of way to adjust lighting. I'm not really sure like how to properly do lighting. I don't know. Do you guys still think my face is too bright? I could always just lower down the settings. The only problem is lowering it any lower kind of looks like excessively dim. Let me see. Let me see if I can go to the lowest settings. This is as low as it can go. Right. Where'd it go? Right there. Okay, that kind of works actually. It almost seems like it's not even on though when it's like that. But then that's almost like too much light. Wait, I need like an in-between option. Does it not have like a... It doesn't have like enough nudges on it. I don't know, but that could almost be too much light. That's what we've been running with though. But then that looks like not enough light. Oh no. It's a problem either way. I need like an in-between setting of those two. Better use this lighting and just change the webcam settings, or I don't know. We'll play around with it. Throw that down. Get our other thing going. I forgot I can't see chat over there. I keep looking over to the right where I can sometimes see chat, but it's not working. Why is it not working? Oh, I hate when things update and then break because of the update. or they change your default settings when it updates, which is basically what just happened there. Is it changed every single default setting I had, even where the stream location was, like absolutely everything. Let's grab the key there. Be enough to kill. Unfortunately, no extra turn because we're frozen on a billion different things. Oh, grab that for now. I know, it kind of does depend on the shirt. A green screen option I currently have it set to actually kind of bugs out a bit if I set the lights too high. Like if I have too much lighting. Because it starts picking up the whiteness as like the green screen, depending on what colors I'm wearing. There we go. Okay, next order of business. Continue the grind on, what's it called? Oops, that's not what I want. 20%. It's also not what I want. There we go. Back to 20% into HP. And back to the Urskia grind. Of course, main goal here is to go get a bunch of niches. Let's see, what's the full number that we currently need? Let me go do this battle just so it saves our default team. Hello, Zeddicus! Welcome! Okay, we'll go grab that. Oh yeah, Zeddicus! Will you be around tomorrow? We're going to be streaming Pokemon again. And I believe you're the only person I actually know who has like 100% completed the game now. Oddly enough. Because we're trying to complete out Pokédex. And we need someone with Sword to assist. Because obviously there's several things that I don't have on my version. And that you don't have on yours. Okay, cool. Yeah, when you come on stream, we can just trade a bunch of stuff. You might want to double check online some of the things that are exclusive only to your version. And I'll go check mine as well. And then we could just trade a bunch over to each other. Oh, I'll grab that for now. Get our Scorpius. You jumped into a guild on PS4 and they are bananas. What's going on with the guild? I know, ranked is really, really, really hard. I don't understand why ranked is so ridiculously hard. Like, is every single person a pro, or are only pros doing ranked at the moment? I have slightly under a 50% win rate. Like, they are really, really, really good. Like, with, like, max IVs, max EVs, perfect items, extremely meta builds. Yeah, a lot of legendary tasks this week. I guess everyone's trying to get in their gold before next patch in case it ruins things. Speaking of patches ruining things, the live stream setup, gosh. Why must patches be counterproductive? Like, the whole point of patches are to, like, improve things. Why does it feel like so many patches, not just for Gems of War, but I mean just, like, in general, or almost do the exact opposite of that? Let's see, we'll grab that. Grab a Scorpius there. And of course, we do get a bunch of extra gold. While it isn't necessarily a gnome event, we are getting more loot than we normally would be getting. We're getting an additional... Good thing that thing doesn't have immune to poison. That would have been really annoying. But we're getting an additional 500 gold every few battles, so that's pretty cool. Because they do appear in Explore. They appear both in PvP and Explore. Yeah, I know. I don't know why, but the Japanese players seem to be like exponentially better than any player in a language that isn't Japanese. Oh, I'll go throw that down. Like, I probably have a 66% win rate against people that don't have a Japanese name. But like a 30 or 40% win rate against people that do. But Pokemon's really big in Japan, of course. Probably more so than any other location in the world, even though, of course, it is everywhere. Oh, throw that down for now. Grab that for now, and then we Scorpius kill it. Anything in the chest? Token of guard. That's actually somewhat good because I need those for the new Guardian troops that are coming soon. I'll grab that for now. Get the other thing. Get herself a mountain. Yeah, I'm really casual when it comes to Pokemon. We literally just got back to it after a year. Like, I know the general mechanics and stuff, but I'm not, like, extremely advanced at it at all. I'm just playing it for fun. And for the nostalgia of not playing it for ages. Oh, what do we grab though? We'll get that for now. Also, we're still getting treasure gnomes. Of course, even though it's not a vault event anymore, it is, of course, still possible to get treasure gnomes. The chance is greatly reduced, same as the chance of getting vault keys is greatly reduced. However, it is still possible, and there is one. Hopefully we'll see plenty more. Oh, one thing to keep in mind as well is that Battle Crashers will not overwrite, I don't think I mentioned that on the video, but the Battle Crashers will not overwrite gnomes. So for example, if you get a gnome for a battle, the gnome will overwrite the Battle Crasher, but the Battle Crasher will not overwrite the gnome. Basically meaning if you simultaneously get a Battle Crasher and a gnome at the same time, you'll get the gnome instead. Which generally will be better loot than that of a Battle Crasher. Unless this thing drops like 2 diamonds or something else that's useless, like 2 miners. Or something like that. Yeah, I really want to get the shiny charm in Pokemon Sword and Shield. The only problem with that is you have to have a completed Pokédex, which is excessively hard to do. Especially without friends. Because you need a second version of the game. Or, you know, someone else playing on a second version who's already completed out the game and everything. But I'm getting really close. I think I have 330 out of 400. And luckily, Mew does not count as one. Because Mew costs like 50 bucks to do. You need the Pokeball thing that they used for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Which I think was like 50 bucks or something. Which obviously I'm not doing. Especially since it's not required for completion of the game. Kind of like how similar how the $50 pets in Gems of War aren't considered, or by most people aren't considered needed for 100% pet completion. It's kind of the same way in Pokemon, where the $50 pet thing, or the $50 Pokemon is not required for full Pokedex, as far as the game is concerned. Oh, I'll go throw that down. You actually have Mew? Nice. Yeah, I never got that accessory. It was a pretty cool accessory. It's just not useful if you weren't using it for that other game. Because it doesn't really have much functionality. I think the only thing you can do with it in Pokemon Sword and Shield is you can basically like take your Pokemon on a walk. And I think they gain EXP while doing so. Though due to how much EXP raid battles give, there's really no point in doing anything other than those for EXP. Because they are so ridiculously good. Yeah, I really hope next Pokemon, they 100% refine the wild area. I feel like that's 90% of the game in the most recent game. Just because of how amazing that area is. It's not perfect, but it's a solid concept. Oh, what do we grab here? I'll take Brown down for now. Get our mountain going. Actually, I'm going to take those reds first. We already got our poison, but I need it for the mana accumulation, of course. Unfortunately, 1 mana short. Speaking of mana accumulation, that's a bit of a fail. I was hoping Leprechaun would get up there. Come on, get your mana. Again, 1 mana short. Why are we 1 mana short constantly this battle? Come on now. There we go, finally. And now he's dead. Can you breed a copy of Mew? I don't think you can. You can't breed legendaries, I'm pretty sure. And Mew does count as a legendary. There's several troops that count as, I forget what they're called. There's legendaries in Pokemon and then some other typing. But, or maybe there's all called legendaries. But there's 4 legendaries and then all the G-Max kind of count as a alternative form of legendary. But the 4 legendaries are Mew, Zaxian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. And all 4 of those cannot be used competitively anyways. And Mew is not even required for Pokédex completion. Yeah, if not, you could always just trade it over, and then I just trade it back. Because does it show up in Pokédex? Because if it shows up in Pokédex, even if it's not required for its completion, I kind of want to add it. And then I'll just trade it right back to you. Because I'll need to do the same thing with our legends. Like, I need to trade you Zamazenta, and you need to trade me Zaxian, and then we trade it right back. Just so it fills out our Pokédex. Oh, I'll still throw that down for now. Have you already talked about the clan task challenge changes? Good, bad? Yes, I have in some past changes. They're bad. We're still trying to get them changed in the beta. How much they'll tweak it is still in question, but we'll just have to really see how it pans out and go from there. I don't feel like it's going to be as bad as people think, but I don't know. It's going to be weird how it'll end up panning out. It really only time will tell to see how it goes. And we'll get that down. And it was mountain into the other thing and be good to go. Get another mountain. Actually, do we have anything else we can get there? Yeah, we can. Just do mountain raid to full mana. And A's dead. But yeah, of course, the biggest change coming next patch is the changes with the guild. Also, I mean, with the guild tasks. Also, did they ever bother posting anything more on social media? I didn't bother checking. Hold up. Let me check the Gems of War Twitter, I guess. I'm not logged in. Oh, because I'm on the other thing. Fine, I'll go check it on Facebook. Let's see. Not logged in on this one either? Let's see. We'll just use the default. Okay, there we go. Oh, what am I looking for? I am looking for... Let's see. Did they ever... Because I might have not even gone over this. They might have done this like a day or two ago and I didn't even go over it. Let's see. Not now. What are for you guys trying to spam me with? There we go. Okay, let me go and grab Gems of War. Let's see. There they are, Gems of War. Did they post anything more on spoilers for next patch? Just Salty Stream, something else, 4.6 updates. Wait, why is that their most recent thing? Or is that pinned? Oh yeah, that's just pinned. There's the event stuff that we got. There's some concept art for a bunny. Nope, they just posted concept art. And then the Vault event. Yeah, they didn't post any new spoilers, unfortunately. We probably had enough controversy with what they already posted to not need to post anymore. Yeah, the biggest issue with the new thing is the amount of gold that it takes, the fact that it might be mandatory to do to get to legendary tasks, and the fact that every single one of those tasks have 0 gem value. Like, they could fix it quite a bit if they were to actually add gem value related things to those drop tables. So for example, if there was still like 2 intervals where there was like a big gem key on blues, or I mean a big gem drop on blues, or a big gem key drop on red, or a big event key drop on green. Like, don't have it on every single one, but have it on like 6 and 10 on it or something. Kind of like how where shards and diamonds fall, but for the other way around. Like, if they had something with gem value mixed in there, it wouldn't be as bad. The biggest issue is there is 0 gem value in there. Basically meaning if they were to go and actually implement it like they almost seem like they're going to be, or at least how it currently stands, it's actually going to be better just to do all the normal legendary tasks, or, you know, all the normal tasks, I mean. Don't get legendary tasks because you wouldn't be able to get it then. And then just spend all your spare gold on gold keys. I hope that doesn't become the meta, because then guilds don't end up sharing as much in the gold that they accumulate. But that might just be the method. Though, again, that would also put those people at disadvantage, because then you'll have less deeds for kingdom upgrades and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's a big mess. They're still tweaking it, so can't really fully judge it until it's 100% implemented. And then we could tear it apart. But for now, we could still hopefully get them to tweak it enough that it won't be as bad. We were able to with deeds. Deeds were going to be way worse than they currently are. They're still not good, but we got them to change it enough that it wasn't as bad. Oh, we'll get a mountain down. Yeah, it'll increase it to 1.5 million per guild member, which currently you only need 525,000 or so per guild member. New guilds have always been at a pretty big disadvantage. I was even hesitant to make my own guild because even when I ended up making it, what was it, like 3 years ago? It still seemed like it would be far behind, even when I made it like 3 years ago. These days, obviously, it's not behind. But even back then, it was like, oh, if I make a new guild now, I'm going to be so far behind everything else that it doesn't seem worth it. But now it increasingly gets more like that by the day. The fact that newer guilds can't really do as much. Which is somewhat a good thing in that, I don't know, it's both good and bad. I think the best part about that is just that there's already a too many guild problem. So the fact that there isn't too many more being generated in that regard, it's kind of okay. But it's still bad if someone does actually want to go make their own guild, because trying to make your own guild in the current state of the game is really, really hard to keep it afloat. Or even just to get it rolling in the first place. Because getting 30 members from only having one is extremely difficult unless you already had planned, like, some people to join in. I know, I had to rebuild my entire guild, luckily with the help of some people generously doing a lot of the recruiting. But we still had to go and, you know, rebuild a guild. And of course, that was a little bit easier since, of course, we have a YouTube channel and all that. So the guild even started when we first created it years ago. The only reason I was able to do it easily when I ended up making the guild 3 years ago is we started it during a Twitch stream. I was doing leaderboard for first place on PvP leaderboard, and we were kind of just discussing stuff, and I was like, we should go make our own guild. And then enough people from chat was like, yeah, we'll go join your guild. And then that's how it started, like a couple years ago. We just basically built it on stream, just then and there. Oh, we'll go throw that down. And get exploded again. Should be good to go. Hello, Jellybean! Welcome. Okay. I'll go get... Also, if you guys still have any other suggestions for emojis, let me know. Anything that I can easily do myself, because I haven't commissioned any yet. We'll be doing that eventually. But, we do have enough to go and create one more emoji thingy. So if any of you have anything in mind, let me know. Because I believe we have a 7 limit, and I'm currently only using 6 of them. Oh, I'll do grab here. Take the brown for now. Get our other explosion. And, oh, let me grab that first, just in case. And anyways, take this out twice. Oh, I should probably use that there. Get the full mana off of that, and should be good to go. Take the brown over. And anyways, go throw a mountain. And he's dead. Okay, can we get anything good from our chest? I don't feel like we got a single good drop all day. Nope. Still no good drops. But at least we got another guard thing. I'll be needing those next patch. Got quite a few commons. 6 new commons that we're going to need to upgrade next patch. Which is what I'm saving all my guards for. But I'm very curious how they're going to structure post 20 Kingdom Stars. Because they're going to be eventually adding 20 to 30 stars, of course. We don't currently have that within the game because the game's still like half a year before we even get to like 20. Or even more so like a whole year before we even get to 20. But it is inching closer. I think the highest start kingdom is what, 17 stars right now? So it is getting relatively close. And they do plan on bringing it to 30 stars. You can even tell by the coloration because level 20 ends at 5 purple stars. Which means after that they're obviously going to do 5 orange stars for legendary. And then 5 teal stars for mythic. It's just not implemented yet. We have a full list of what all the requirements are for all the other levels. However, we don't currently know what the requirement will be for 21 to 30. So there is no, there are literally 0 raw gem drops with the proposed new system. That is correct. There is 0 drops within the new system that has any gem value whatsoever. So no gem keys, no event keys, no gems, no glory keys, no gold keys, even those technically have some gem value. No, nothing like that. Every single thing currently proposed has a gem value of 0. Even legendary tasks, when they were implemented a while back, were kind of controversial because they substantially decreased the amount of overall gem value. Because they decreased the amount of physical gems you had, but still, they technically maintained most of gem value while still reducing it slightly. However, they gave it as a bunch of resources that weren't directly gems, but were like gem-related things. But now they're just completely not doing gem-related things. Every single thing will just not have any gem value, which is bad because gold does have a gem value. So you're basically exchanging something with a gem value for something that does not have a gem value. Which is bad given that legendary tasks have not the greatest of gem value, but it's not bad. I believe each legendary task averages around about the same that gold has gem value, but it goes across your entire guild instead of just the one person. Legendary tasks have about a value of 1 gem per 20,000 gold that you put into it. Is approximately the amount of gem value you get from per legendary task. But all the new tasks have 0 as that value. Every infinite amount of gold is 0 gem value. I'll throw that down. Yeah, the requirements start to get really high once you start heading to 20. Actually, I still have the list. I don't think I have it set up in my current stream format, though. But I still have the list of what all of them are. My previous stream format had it on. I might need to go get the file for that and bring it over. It's a pretty interesting list. I don't have a link to it, though. I only have the file. The link's probably somewhere is buried. We'll go for that for now. Also, question, because I actually don't know these days. What is the easiest and quickest way to transfer files for free from one PC to another? Is there any extremely quick way of doing that? Because currently I've just been using a storage. I've just been using a 2 terabyte storage and just saving stuff from one computer and putting it over to the other, and just using the storage obviously as the backup for everything. But is there a quicker way? Because that's not a really quick method. It's a really safe method because I have it backed up, whatever I end up putting on there. But it's not quick at all. Like, it's not like super slow, but it's if I want to get like a file immediately, like right now, if I want to go get that file within like seconds, is there a way? Dropbox? Is Dropbox free? I actually don't know. Guess I could end up doing that. Also, I could just email it to myself if I really needed to. That would probably also work. Just use one of my emails, email it to my other email, and then open it up, save it, boom. Okay, what do we take here? Let's go get our Splody. Grab all the browns we need. There's Scorpius in there. Oh, should have taken that. Well, he didn't go for the green. Oh, that's good then. Can you really put a gem value on writs and deeds? Well, what I mean by gem value is, does the resource specifically save you or give you gems? And in the case of everything that they have, they do not give you nor save you gems. For example, a gem key does not give you gems, but it saves you gems. It saves you about 9 gems each. A glory key can both save you gems and give you gems, in that it has a drop table of 2 to 4 gems, while also being able to count as basically 1 gem value, in that 9 of them, or 10 of them, 9 to 10, is worth about 1 gem key. And 1 gem key, of course, is worth about 9 gems. And 1 glory key is worth 20 glory. So basically every 20 glory is worth about 1 gem, theoretically, as far as its value relative to a gem key, which you'd have to spend gems on anyways if you wanted to mass open them. So things like those have like direct gem savings. Even something like getting gold keys have direct gem savings. But something like writs, which give you deeds, while yes, they're useful in that they give you stats, but they do not give you anything inherently worth gems. And similarly, something like souls don't do that. Something like trait stones, ingots, all that kind of stuff don't have any direct gem value to it. But quite a few other things can, like gold has gem value, glory has gem value. Any form of key basically has a gem value, from all the way from gold key to VIP keys. Every single one in between does have gem value. Another one that oddly enough doesn't have gem value, that they keep pricing pretty high as far as how little they give for rewards or how much they price it as far as gems to buy it, is those underworld seals, those dark seals, whatever they're called, those little purple things, the shards, purple shards, forget their exact name. But those things actually have 0 gem value because nothing within their drop table inherently has gem value because treasure has no gem value and those troops don't have any gem value. What's the team that you can use for Warren's faction to get to level 500? Truffles. You can use a Mountain Crusher with double truffle with Leprechaun. And just roll that with either Warren if you want to play it quick, or Titan if you want to play it safe. Though do use Titan Enrage and not Titan Explosion if you do end up doing that, because if they have Submerge, you're going to have to kill them with Enrage spam. I just ended up just opting for Warren. Just because it'll end up having Green Storm at start of battle, as well as, what was that other mechanic? Dispel. And Dispel will get rid of Submerge from the opposing team, which will make it a lot more offensive capability. Because that's the biggest issue that team normally runs into, of course, is your entire team is full AoE damage. So Submerge hard counters it, and there's a decent amount of Submerge in Underworld. So the easiest way to get around that in Delves is simply just to go and Dispel it with a hero class thing. And one single extra turn gets rid of all their submerges, so it works out really well. Makes you less tanky, but it overall will make it easier. And you can normally win before they even get a hit on you. And one hit normally doesn't kill, unless you have really low stats. But if you're buying up the event anyways, you're going to have extra stats from potion effects, so that probably won't matter. Plus you get to start with barrier, so that really won't matter that you go Warrens, because you'll have that to help you tank. How on earth are we supposed to reliably get gems then? Treasure maps? Well, the system, I don't know, it really depends. You don't need to do the new things. You could always just open your gold as gold keys, which is ideally not the way that the game would be structured. But there is a possibility that next patch, you just do the normal tasks and then just open gold keys for the rest of your gold, for all your spare gold. You either hoard it for factions or you use it on gold keys. There is a chance that it might not be viable to actually go do tasks because of how much gem value they will remove from the game. Hello, Lucien! Welcome! I've been doing pretty good. Day has gone... I actually ended up taking a pretty large nap today. So it's gone pretty neutral. Very well rested now, though, if nothing else. And let's go kill that out. Yeah, you still get 390 gems per week. It's not removing all that. Like, if you're a guild that just barely gets tasks done and you don't really do any legendary tasks, the next patch will basically not even affect you at all. The biggest issue is for guilds that do a lot of gold into their guild. Like ones where every single person's doing 1 million plus. Those are the kind of guilds that next patch affects the most. The kind of guilds that are only doing about 500,000 per person or less is next patch is basically not going to affect them at all for the most part. What you currently know as tasks will basically remain exactly the same. Did I finally try to pronounce your name? Lucien Attilano. Lucien Attilano. How close was that? I'm not sure. Sounds like I'm getting one of them wrong. How many gems do you average on 1 million gold worth of gold keys? It's approximately whatever 1 million divided by 20,000 is. So what is that? 50? Or wait, is that 500 or 50? Math, how does it work? Yeah, it's 50. I was gonna say 500 sounds like way too many for 1 million. But yeah, it's 50 gems. 1 million gold would approximately be 50 gems. Because there's a 1% chance you get gems off of a gold key, which means it will take 100 gold keys. 100 gold keys is worth 30,000 gold. And you could either get a 1 gem drop or 2 gem drop. And that averages out to every 20,000 being 1 gem. Of course, you could get less, you could get more. But on average, every 20,000 is 1 gem, which means every million is 50 gems. The only problem with that, though, is all that value goes to just you and not to everyone in guild. So if you were to, of course, go and open a 1 million gold's worth of gold keys, you might get 50 gems, but the problem is no one else in your guild gets that. So overall, you're wasting a lot of value by doing that. Which is one of the most annoying things that's going to happen then, because you really have to decide if you want like overall value for your guild or like what's exactly direction you want to go with it. And they're just taking away so much gem value from the patch, potentially how it's set up right now. Now the problem is it's not even going to address late game. Like, they're doing it probably mostly because late game people just have an absurd amount of gold that they plow into guilds. But it's going to affect the newer players the most. It's not even really going to affect late game players, because most people in late game, and particularly end game, have more resources than they ever know what to do with. Like, the fact that they're trying to nerf down gem value is going to have almost no effect, because they have enough gem value to sustain for a long duration of time. Whereas a newer player, and people who are still more towards late game, do not have that much gem value. If they were to like half the gem value that you would have per week, that would affect a lot of people who are lower down from not being able to have enough resources. Which is a good majority of players. Like, that would probably affect like 90% plus of players. What did we grab there? Well, technically it affects all players, but you know what I mean. Actually, the people that would probably be least affected by next patch are people that are in guilds around the 500% requirement or less, because tasks aren't really going to be different for those people at all. Like, it's going to be the exact same thing essentially. They might not even notice that anything changes even happen to it. Oh, we'll grab that for now. Hit a mountain. Which troop did you think would be great, but ended up being useless? I was hoping Quaidel would end up being that way, though that was one that we didn't know what it would be prior to it coming out. I don't know, I'm trying to think of one that was kind of like that. I feel like Guard's Avatar is kind of like one. However, at the time, he was actually meta. In the current state of the game, he's not. But I don't know if that really counts. I'm trying to think of one. Was there ever an instance I thought something would be absolutely amazing and then it was completely useless? I've had it the other way around where I thought something would be useless and then it was like completely broken beyond belief. But because there was some kind of synergy that I could work with I didn't really think of. But that doesn't normally happen either way. I can't think of any that were like I thought it would be good and then it was bad. Just trying to think of something. Actually, Megavore. Megavore is probably the closest to something I thought would be insanely good, but ended up being kind of average. But yeah, I thought Megavore would be like game-breakingly strong, but he ended up turning out to be a rather average mythic. That's probably the one I would say the most. It was Megavore, which was added around a year ago or so, about a year and a month ago. It seemed like it would be this most broken thing ever, and then kind of just was average. Even at the time, it was just ever so kind of meta, but it never really became like game-breakingly meta, which it kind of seemed like it would. Oh, also, yeah, let me hand out a code. I never did give out one, did I? I had it on copy-paste earlier. Do I not have it on anymore? There it is. Good thing I didn't get rid of that copy-paste. That should be the right one. There you guys go. There's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Enjoy, everyone. Invite codes found beneath your settings menu, whatever your game says right over underneath in settings. Redeem codes right over there in chats. Copy-paste the random numbers and letters. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Okay, what do we take? What do we take? Grab that for now. Get the other mountain. Get the... what else do we have for drops? Get that for our free turn. So he doesn't get all that mess, because that would have been a lot of mana for him. And it was kill that out. Curious how much extra gold we're going to get this week. Also, this is easily over 350,000 gold per hour now. This might actually be my gold farming week. We might get more gold doing it this way than we did during a gnome event. Because while we're going to get less overall value, the actual amount of gold we're going to be getting is higher this week. We might even be able to average 400,000 gold per hour. I might need to time it this weekend when we go and farm the class event while using this team. Or then again, I'm not sure if I'll end up using it in first slot like that, because we won't have Brownstorm, unfortunately. So maybe I won't. But I'm curious what kind of rate this thing can actually get, this team, as far as gold with the extra 500 we keep getting almost every battle. Get the Joy-Cons. Oh, you know what? I have the Joy-Con right here because I grabbed it for the video, so I would have it. And then I completely forgot to use it. Good job. We're not streaming too much longer, though. I don't want to cut into Salty's stream. I believe she's going over the new hero class today. So I do want to catch that to see how useless or possibly useful it might be. We already know what it's going to be. It's basically just Warlord hero class, simply with... oh, what's it called? It's basically just going to be a Warlord hero class with... oh gosh, what's it called? A Warlord hero class with Death Tree instead of the Morale Tree. It's like the only difference. You have no problem for the code, everyone. I don't know. I didn't think that was one of the troops that a lot of people said would be good, but I never said it was going to be good. Was Stonehammer. I had a feeling it would be bad, and it did end up being completely useless. I did feel like what's his name was going to be better, but he was also useless. Not much better, but I did say that what's his name would be slightly better. The one from Sword's Edge, that's basically the same premise, but he was also useless. But yeah, I never at any point said Stonehammer was good, because he just had way too bad of an ability for him to ever be viable. If they lowered his mana cost to 20 and made his ability better, he could be viable. But neither of those two things is currently what he has. He's also really easy to disable now that Curse exists. Because now you can just Curse stun him, and then he's just a gigantic mana block that has a horrible ability that doesn't even have his traits. Gosh, we are getting nothing good at all today off of these chests. But at least we're still getting token progress. Even bad tokens are still technically progress. However, it's not the amount of progress we want to be seeing. But oh well. You're averaging 400k every hour, like you said, since I've been PvPing since reset. Nice. Oh, you're doing this through the PvP method, yeah. Both PvP and Explore basically have the same gold rate these days. It's around 300,000 to 400,000 per hour. I normally mention it's just 350,000, give or take 50,000. But yeah, around that general range, the 100,000 range, 300 to 400k per hour, is about what both of them average. So I just prefer doing Explore. It's because it's more consistent and it gives tokens. However, the main benefit of PvP is you get pet gnomes. You get, which are not in Explore. They're only in PvP and Arena. You get, the main benefits of doing PvP is you get pet gnomes, you get trophies, and you get more glory. Or you actually get glory. Actually, from what we're doing right now, we don't get any glory, unless we just happen to be lucky enough to get a glory gnome. But in that case, you would have gotten that in PvP as well. Let's see. We'll go throw that down. William, you're still trying to farm the last little bit of honor to get what you need? I'm surprised you haven't gotten it yet. You've been trying for like 2 months now or so. You must be very, very close to getting it maxed. I feel like it's increasingly getting harder to get it maxed because a lot of people don't give out their honors. A lot of people did initially, so a lot of people were able to get it quite a bit easier. But these days I don't feel like most people do bother with it. It's a rather trivial mechanic in the game. You want to be the designated trophy hunter for the guild? Well, thank you for that, Isabel, for carrying our trophy amount, because that's been a bit lower recently. Or by recently, I mean like the last several months. Let's see, we'll grab that there. So many turkeys had to go down. All the moas. Poor moas. Good thing they're worth so much gold. We're selling every single moa for 500 each, apparently. Oh, let's go kill that out. I think this will be the last set of the night. This one right here. So if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. And then I'll go get the link for Salty's stream and we'll go head over there. Oh, to grab. But we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always. Hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As we do every single night, we'll be back with Gems of War. And tomorrow we'll also be doing Pokemon at noon Eastern Standard Time, which is 15 hours from now. So we'll be messing around with that as well. And hopefully I'll get my stream fixed by tomorrow morning, because that is really annoying that it changed all my settings because it wanted to update. If I would have known that, I would have set it up a bit earlier. That's the first time it tried updating, and it completely ruined everything. Maybe not everything. The stream's still working. From your guys' end, it probably looks normal. That's the main thing that matters. My end is all over the place as far as what it changed. Let's see. We'll get that down for now. Grab another explosion there. And dead. Also, we will still be streaming on Thanksgiving night, by the way. If any of you are still done with all your stuff, we'll still be chilling that night. Yeah, holiday's right around the corner. Already got all the food ready to go. Oh, we'll go throw that down. Oh, thank you, William. Oh, you're going to be tuning in while you work on delves. Nice. Oh, yeah, it is a delve day. I'm not going for it, obviously, because I already have the delve completed. We already did Wild Court. Also, for whatever reason, I feel like Wild Court was one of the most unrememberable delves that we've gotten in a while. I was, like, looking at the troops again when I was doing the video this morning, and I was like, oh, gosh, I forgot even half of these existed. Or pretty much all of them existed. Like, Wild Court felt like one that came and went. Quite a few other ones that came recently still feel like they exist, like the City of Thieves and Mirrored Halls. But I don't know, everything about Wild Court just seemed unrememberable. Like, didn't really have much of a storyline, it didn't really have much of a troop selection, it didn't really have much of a delve layout. I'll go for that for now. It's probably one of the more underwhelming delves we've gotten in a while. In every possible way. But what kingdom was it associated with? I actually forget. Wild Court goes to... No, it's not Pansvale. Warren's is Pansvale. Wait, what is Wild Court? Is it Wild Plains? It would make sense, thematically. Oh no, it was Divinian Fields, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. I actually completely forget. It's that unrememberable. Yeah, it's really easy. Anytime we have a troop that can buff both attack and either HP or armor, it'll be pretty easy. These delves include Primal Rifts, because you can summon a Trant that has it. Wild Court, and I believe Silver Necropolis, whichever one. There was like a brown purple that gains armor and attack. I forget where that was from. I think it was Silver Necropolis. And I think there's a few other. Any of them that ever have a mechanic like that is super easy, because all you have to do is just keep spamming that troop and you auto win. Just spam the attack buff into a HP armor buff that is also attached to the troop, and then just keep spamming that until you have enough stats to auto win, and then you auto win, because they can't kill you and you will just kill everything in a few hits or less. Okay, what's our final chess? What's the new class coming out Friday? It's going to be for the Zoom. It's going to be a Slayer hero class. It's going to be relatively useless. It's basically the same thing as the Warlord hero class, with the only difference being instead of having Morale Tree, it has Death Tree. And the only really relevant thing on Death Tree is that it gets to freeze every single time it gets a kill. It's pretty much the exact same hero class, so it's not really going to be too useful. But anyways, guys, hello, Defiant. I need to go for now. Let me go get the link for Salty Stream, because I need to go to the bathroom, and I wanted to go and end up ending out the stream before I did, because by the time I get back from it, it's already going to be her stream anyways. So let me just go get her thing real quick. Let me go use the other computer. Let's see, twitch.tv/infinity+2. But here you guys go. Here's a link to Salty Stream. I will be catching Salty Stream, at least for the beginning anyways. So I'll still be there chatting some and watching her stream. So if you guys want to go catch that out, she's going to be going over the new hero class. So if you want to see it actually used, go over there. Unfortunately, I can't actually show it because they can only do it on their end. But yeah, they'll be going over all that, and they'll go from there. But yeah, if you want to know any other info on the hero class, definitely go check it out there. It's basically just like a Warlord hero class, though. So if you have Warlord upgraded already, you're pretty much fine. You can just use that. I'm definitely not going to be bothering with the class because, as I mentioned, Warlord's just the same thing. So not really much of a need to go and get it other than for kingdom upgrade purposes. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday, and best of luck with any kind of deals that you're looking for online and in stores. And yeah, hope you have a great time with family, and I will catch you guys soon. We'll be back tomorrow night, as I mentioned, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be starting noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow with Pokemon, with, of course, the nightly stream being the Gems of War stream, as we do every night. But thanks for stopping by, everyone, and I will catch all of you later. Goodbye!